Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I've actually posted a video, and even before then it's been like long gaps in between my posting schedule, which I haven't really been on a posting schedule if I'm being quite honest. I've just been dealing with a lot with my health, and then just in general a lot of changes in my life, from jobs to my health to get into a new routine and trying to adjust with everyday life. So I do want to try and post more regularly and try and get more involved on like TikTok and Instagram, since both of those are two social media platforms that I typically don't really get on. I'm more on Facebook than anything, but that's besides the point. So today I wanted to make a video and basically just discuss where I've been, why I've been gone, what changes have occurred, and everything like that. So as you know, I've been married for actually it'll be almost 13 years here in May. Since my husband and I have been married, we have a son that is a little over 10 now. He turned 10 back in October. And so my birthday actually is next week. So there's nothing we're celebrating for my birthday at all. Like, financially, it's just not a thing, so nothing will happen. But since the last time I posted, I don't know if I posted that I was working at the time, but I'm no longer working right now. My health has taken a big dip, a big huge decline basically. From probably the last year or two, it's declined more rapidly than I'm used to. A lot of new things going on with my health, so unfortunately it looks like I'm going to have to try and apply for disability, and that in itself is a long, extensive battle that I'm going to have to go through over the course of probably 6 to 12 months, because I've been told they don't like to give people disability easily, and eventually I'm going to have to get a lawyer. That's just how it's going to be. But to start out, you have to apply and start somewhere, so that's where I'm starting. But I can't afford a lawyer, obviously. We live check to check, and my husband's our only income. So he's the one that makes our money. And so I'm going to have to try and find a lawyer that will let me pay them when I win. They can take their profit amount from my earnings of back pay or whatever it may be. But as of right now, that is my next step. I'm not pursuing working anytime again, because financially we're going to struggle for a while because I can't keep a job, and my health is what has made it that way. So we're going to be struggling for a while with just one income. Truthfully, we're not making ends meet, if I'm being honest with you. I've been so close to having our bills shut off. Our cell phone was shut off. I was finally able to pay it today, but our internet was turned off, and then we've almost had our electric shut off. But thankfully, we were able to get assistance on that while my husband was in between jobs. So thankfully, everything worked out. We were never shut off with our power, water. The important things were never shut off. But the reason why I call a cell phone a necessity is because when my son goes to school, I have to have a way for the school to contact me. If they need to let me know my son is sick, or let me know of days off of school and things of that nature. So technically, a cell phone is not just a want, it's a necessity when that's the only way his school can contact me. And yes, my son does have a cell phone, because I don't feel comfortable if he's at school and something may arise and there's an incident where he needs to get a hold of me. I mean, God forbid anything happen, but in this world, we just never know. But we only pay $80 a month for 3 phones, unlimited talk, text, and web. So for me, adding that third line was no extra, because we were still already paying $80 for our 2 phones. So it was free to add an unlimited third line. So really, there's no extra charge there. And I know I shouldn't have to explain myself regarding my bills, but when it comes to stuff like that, I feel that it's something I have to put out there. But I always make sure our important bills are paid. Right now, our cable is shut off and our internet, but you know what? There's bigger issues to worry about right now. So to begin with, my health has really declined, like I was saying, over the last year to 2 years, I would say. And we're still trying to navigate the changes of what my health looks like. But in another video, I'll probably go more into depth on what recent news I found out about my health. Because I just had a doctor's appointment a few days ago, actually yesterday. And then I have an upcoming specialist appointment. I have to go tomorrow morning to get my ultrasound done. So I have to get all that taken care of before I can move forward with my health. And if you see me looking down a lot, it's because I wrote in my notebook some important topics that I just kind of wanted to go over. So right now, like I was saying before, my job status is I'm applying for disability this weekend. It's just extensive, and I need to have like quiet time to myself for longer than an hour to do it because it's very, it's very extensive. There's a lot of details you got to write and put down, and certain things they want to know about. So it's like, I'm not good remembering with dates. My memory is something really bad. Like, I'm struggling just doing day-to-day work in my own home, like not work, but day-to-day stay-at-home mom life. Basically trying to do dishes, laundry, and my son helps me when he gets home from school and he has chores. So obviously, I try to pay him for that when I'm able to pay him, because my husband's the only one that makes money because he's our only income, like I said before. So trying to get a routine down, since my husband now works mostly second shift. So now he's working second shift, so it's like 4 till about midnight or so. But then there might be a day or two out of the week that he'll work a morning shift, like 9 to 5. But on the days that he works the second shift, I'm having to try and figure out how I'm going to, get my son, dinner cooked, get him, a shower, get him ready for bed. But he is 10, so he's really self-sufficient and doesn't really need help. But obviously I cook dinner, and he knows how to help out with some things on the stove. But overall, it's me that cooks. But the reason why I haven't posted in a while is just because my health has deteriorated, and it's really taken like so much out of me that it's a task just trying to live each day in so much pain. I'm hurting, and it's just mentally, I feel checked out with my anxiety, depression, PTSD, a lot of mental health issues, which that's a whole another topic for another day. Like, that would be a long time if I went over that right now, and I'd probably bore a lot of people. But overall, my mental health update is it's not gotten any better. It's actually gotten worse. My primary care doctor is starting me on a medication. I just have to pick it up from the pharmacy tomorrow because they had to order the medication because they didn't have any in stock. And they said it should be ready tomorrow by the afternoon time. So they're going to be starting me on Lexapro, 20 milligrams once a day. And I've tried that many, many years ago in the past, and I can't remember how well it's worked for me. I just know that I've tried so many other medications and nothing's helped me. So I feel very discouraged, especially when these medications take weeks and months to work. And it's like I have to suffer until then to even get the possibility of it to work. Because who's to say it's going to? I just feel like I've lost hope in any medication helping me. And it's like I feel like I'm being let down, and I just feel very like down about it. So it's not like I'm having hope that it's going to help, even though I should think positive. But I've been positive for at least 10 years that I've been dealing with mental health issues. And I have a therapist and a psychiatrist, but I haven't spoken to my therapist in probably close to a year because I don't feel like it was helping. And I know it's a bad thing to say, but overall, I just felt like it wasn't helping. Like, she was a great therapist, very kind, very understanding, would take the time to listen to you, and was very, very thorough with all the things we were talking about and discussing. But the depression, anxiety, and then my sense of worth and not feeling good enough has not gotten any better. So that's probably been another issue right there. And then basically how I'm doing overall. I'm not doing well, if I'm being honest with you. Like, probably the last year, I would say, has been the worst year mentally. Ever since probably 2018, 2019 was when I noticed it really taking a big decline. But like the last year, I would say probably has been the hardest year with my mental health and trying to like have the energy. Like I'm just so fatigued. Like really, I'm always tired. I have no energy. I have no drive to do anything. And it's just very hard when there's so much I want to do. Like I have all these plans like, okay, today I'm going to organize my pantry, or I'm going to organize my fridge and clean it out. I'm going to go do this, piles of laundry and help my husband out when he needs, laundry cleaned and so on and so forth. And it's like, I say I want to do it, but saying and doing is different things. Because in the moment, if I feel good, I'll be happy to be like, oh, well, today I'll do my Bible study, or, tomorrow I'll organize, like the pantry, like I was saying, or do this big pile of laundry and hang it up, put it away, and have my son help me. But he's good about helping, so it's not like I need a ton of help. But he lives here too, so he helps do chores all the time. So that's not even a big deal at all. Like he helps and he's very good about it. And we do pay him chore money when we're able to, but right now my husband's job is not making ends meet, if I'm being honest with you. It's just, I'll say we're surviving barely. All right, so I might have to make a part 2 of this video because this one's already going to get long, I'm sure, with everything that I want to go over. So I'll probably make more of an updated video. And so, sorry about that, my cat jumping off my lap. But eventually I do want to make more an in-depth video of things I'm going through. All like the trials and downfalls I've been facing and how my health has taken a big decline. And I know I keep talking about my health, but that is the biggest thing right now that's actually really, really making it to where it's a struggle. So it's like I'm trying to figure out what things I feel comfortable sharing, because once it's on here and shared, there's no turning back. Like once it's out there, the whole world could see it. Even though I don't really have any viewers on here at all that really watch my channel. So, I mean, I can share a lot, but then again, I gotta be very, very careful of what I do share. Because there are a lot of people, even in my circle, like family, that I'm not really close with, that I just don't want them to know my personal information. So it's me having to be comfortable with what things I feel like sharing. But my overall goals for this year, I don't really set New Year's resolutions or goals even, but the one thing that I've been aiming to really work on is trying to help my mental health. Not cure it, because there's no cure for mental health. There never is, there never will be, and there's just no cure for it. But eventually I want to be able to say like, oh, I'm doing better in my mental health. But if I'm being quite honest, no. I could cry probably in the drop of a hat, because I'm a very emotional person. So when it comes to my feelings, I am very out there and I feel very hard. Like I love hard, I care hard, and I'm like stubborn and hard-headed when it comes to anything regarding my health like that, and like my feelings and my diagnoses that I've had recently. And it's like so many things that I could go on about with my health, and I do want to go into depth on that video and just have it for me and just to share and bring awareness to others about what you're going through. Is you're not alone. Like what you're going through, I could be going through the same thing, and in hopes like I'm going to find somebody that, like a friend out there, that understands. Like obviously I have a husband and he's a great listener and he never judges me. Obviously he's great. Been together almost 14 years. And so it's something that I just don't really like venting to him about it, because I know he has his own stress sometimes with his job, even though he loves his job. He just started a new job as a cook at a restaurant local to our house, about maybe 15 minutes away, if that. And he loves his job, so he's not really stressed. It's just I don't want to put stress onto him, even though he doesn't care to listen. Like, he's great about it. He's like, tell me anything, share anything you want with me. But it's just not that easy when I would like, a girlfriend to talk about it with, like a friend that's a girl, just that would, maybe that is going through the same thing as me or that can relate. Like I have probably one really, maybe two good friends. I have one good friend that I see a lot or I hang out with and have coffee with a lot of the time. Maybe like, well, not a lot. I would say once or twice a month we'll do coffee. I go to her house and hang out. But like, other than that, I'm not really close. I have another other good friend that I met through family. So it's like, she's not family, but she is related to my in-laws on that side. So it's like, I know her through that. And she's really great. But we don't get to hang out as much. She has 3 kids. She works. Her husband works. They have a busy life. And I share a car. Me and my husband share a car. My husband and I. We share a car. So it's not like we have a whole lot of ways to go places. And then one of my friends, she doesn't drive. She doesn't have a license yet. So it's like, I understand. Like her husband, he drives and he drops her off at work and they live a busy life too. So, and I understand. Like she lives not even 5 minutes from me. And my other friend maybe lives about 7 minutes away. So they're both really close. It's just we live such busy lives that it is hard to always get together and be able to do things. And it takes money to do things. And I'm always broke. I don't work. I'm going through the battle of having to start applying for disability because physically and emotionally with all the stuff I have going on, I don't see why it would be so hard to get disability, but I have a good friend that's on disability and someone in my husband's side of the family gets disability. So I don't want to say like who it is, just put out their business, but like speaking to her, she said it was a battle. Like she has a lot of health issues like me. And she said it took, I think the second or third time of applying to get approved. But other than that, it's like she's really been struggling trying to get it during those years. I think it's been about 8, 9 years maybe since she finally got approved for it. But it didn't take her 9 years. But that's just how long ago it was that she got approved. But she said it took 2 or 3 chances to get it. I don't remember what it was. And then one of my good friends took her, I think, 2 times to get it. And she's legally blind in one eye. So she, legit reasons, has a lot of health problems. She has a lot of back issues, which I have back issues as well. I have a crooked spine. I have herniated discs. I have 2 of herniated discs. And then I have sciatica in the left side of my back and lower leg area, down my left leg. And so there's a lot, like I don't sleep good at night. I don't get comfortable. Sleeping is very uncomfortable. Sitting for so long is very uncomfortable as well. But I was going to go in more in depth about my health, but I don't think I'm going to in this video just because right now it's already going to be a long video and I don't want to bore a lot of people. But overall, I'm doing fine. I wouldn't say I'm doing great. I'm surviving if I'm being honest. And I'm just waiting to see how disability would be, like how the process is because I've never applied. I don't really know the ins and outs of it. I mean, I could ask family and see from there. But I do want to go over eventually my health diagnosis. It's just I have it written all in this book, and I don't want to go into it right now because that's a lot. But I took notes on what I want to do in this video and then my next video, which I'm going to try to film tomorrow after my son goes to bed. He's in bed now because this video is at like 12:30 at night. But tomorrow, my husband's gone to work, and then when my son's in bed for the night, I'll probably do another video. It's not that I care my husband's here. It's just I'm more comfortable sharing information when he's not listening. I guess it's just like I'm not comfortable in front of the camera yet, and I'm getting there. But in this video, I just wanted to kind of like give a brief synopsis of what's going on, where I've been, and I do want to get more like steadily involved into the YouTube and just share my thoughts. Like even if I don't end up having a following, which I've been on YouTube 3 years ago when I started my first YouTube video. I think when COVID first hit, so almost 3 years from now, is when I started my first video. It was just for fun, and this is still just for fun. It's just document my life and to update people if they even care to want to know. It's just for me, I just want to put stuff out there and talk about it because I think getting it off my chest and actually getting the words out where it's out there for others to see would help a whole lot. And I'm hoping one day when I do have the money eventually down the road that I can get like a vlogging camera and all that, because right now we don't even have internet. Our cable and internet was shut off, and we're getting new internet services tomorrow through Verizon, which is a lot cheaper than what we were paying with our cable and internet through Xfinity, which was formerly known as Comcast. But that's besides the point. But I do want to eventually get like a laptop to where I can edit video and make vlogs, like edit videos, make vlogs, and put all that sort of stuff on there and actually get a vlogging camera, because I think it'd be really cool just to document my life and see my progress and things and just go over my health history. But I'm sorry this video is so long, and if you've watched this, I really appreciate you listening and, you know, being there. And I do want to get more involved on TikTok. I really enjoy being on there, and it's nice to just see that other people actually on TikTok have shared their experiences on there. And it's kind of nice. Like, I've followed a couple people that actually have lupus, which is something that I found out I had 1.5 years ago. But sorry, I was watching the cat. But I was just going to say I will post more at a later time and share more about my experiences and what I'm going through, and get more, and I try to get more video ideas if I can. Like, if you guys could leave like a comment down below of things that you would like to hear or see from me and all that, and we can go into depth there. But I really appreciate you guys watching for all that did, and I'll go more into depth on my health and my physical and mental health, depression, anxiety, all that. So I thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.